When my business is not doing what it's supposed to and I run an automotive shop, I think to myself, oh my gosh, if I only had more cars. The truth is, if I have more cars, I have more brown bananas, and if you listen to the last tip, you know what that means. I talk to more people on the phone, I spend more money on marketing, and frankly, I might not make money because my average repair order might be very low, and I have these different things that I do that take up my time, but it's not time that pays me. It's really important that my business has enough business that I'm able to do the amount of business, bring in the amount of money that I need to, that I have enough profit to pay my bills and have profit left over to be net profit to pay me for the risk that I have in my business. And I think car count and average repair order need to balance out. Now, if you ask me, we're a shop that has 12 cars and we think a $300 average repair order, I'm going to tell you that you're probably a shop that's struggling financially and you're not making enough money. Now, if you bring in 12 more cars and now you have 24 cars a day and you have a $300 average repair order, yes, you're going to do twice the amount of work and you're going to bring more money into the company, but you're not still going to make the profit that you need to make. So if you were a company that had 12 cars and you had a $300 average repair order, I would tell you that your average repair order is too low, and before you went about bringing more cars into your shop, you need to think about how do I make the average repair order a bigger average repair order. When you're looking at your business and you're not making enough dollars in your company, you need to look at car count and average repair order and sales and make sure that you're selling enough on the cars that you have. For instance, it's going to cost me, somewhere between $45 and $125 to bring that customer in. If I bring the customer in and they only do an oil change and they leave, I've lost money, frankly, on the oil change probably, but I've also lost money on the marketing. And if that customer does not return and come back and spend more money later, over time I might recoup that money that I spent on marketing, but if they don't come back, I don't recoup that money and I actually lose that money. What I would much rather prefer is to bring a customer in, do a great inspection, build a good relationship, take some time with them, and sell them the work that they need, even if it's on the first visit. That's going to move my average repair order up. So I would rather than, let's say that we had 12 cars and we had a $300 average repair order, that's $3,600 a day that we're going to actually bring in, and that's the total sales, and then my gross profit will be what it is. With a lower average repair order, most likely my gross profit is also going to be lower, so there'll be less gross profit dollars left in the pile to pay my bills. With a higher average repair order, most likely I'm going to have a higher margin, and therefore there'll be more gross profit dollars left to pay my bills. So if I come into your company and you say I've got 12 cars and we have a $300 average repair order, I'm going to tell you that I think your average repair order is too low, and that before we try to bring more cars in to bring more money in the company, we should look at what creates average repair order and try to move our average repair order up. We have a tip, I can't tell you exactly which one it was, but it was on the things that create average repair order. There are 5 things, I'll go over them really briefly. Marketing, if you're running discount coupon marketing, you're going to bring in customers that need a lot of work but don't buy a lot of work, you're going to have a lower average repair order. Marketing, number 2. If you keep milking the same cow, if you keep bringing the same customer and you keep doing the same work, that customer at some point doesn't need much, and you're going to have a lower average repair order. So I need a certain amount of new customers coming in my business every month to keep my average repair order where I want it to be. Third, inspections. Are we doing a good inspection on the vehicle? Is my technician truly finding all the work that needs to be done on that car or all the maintenance that needs to be done on that car? Fourth, does the information get from the technician, service advisor, and from the to the customer? What is your process for transferring that information, your estimating process for the technician, and your estimating process and sales processes for the customer, and last but not least, sales? Are you selling the right amount of work? Are you building relationships? Does the customer buy from you enough on the cars that you have? Experience tells me that your average repair order in a typical general repair shop should probably really be somewhere between about $600 and probably $750 or $800. And if you are running a German car company where you're working on German cars, BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, that your average repair order should probably be somewhere closer to $1,100 or $1,200. Now, some of you might disagree with that, and the reason you might disagree with that is probably because you're doing a lot of oil changes and you're not selling the other work and you have a low average repair order, which is going to cause you to not have enough work in your shop or to be very, very busy but not have enough profits to pay the bills and leave the money that I want. So if you have no cars, car count becomes really, really important, and you should have a goal and a target for car count. If you have low average repair order, then you may not do enough work or make enough profit that you pay the bills. You could be really, really busy. And I will tell you that there are a lot of very, very busy shops working in this industry that make very little money. They're just busy because they have lots of car count but low average repair order. So which one's more important? It depends on your business and it depends on the time in your business. But I would tell you it's always better to go after average repair order and raise average repair order than it is to go after car count. It's easier to raise average repair order than it is to go find and bring in customers. It's less expensive to raise average repair order. And if your average repair order is at the right place and it's moved up, you'll make more profit. Thank you for your time.
We hope you enjoyed this week's tip. For more information on the concepts we discussed, check out our upcoming classes at www.ifrabe.com/classes, or listen to the Leading Edge podcast at institutesleadingedge.podbean.com, where we discuss business topics just like this one with a panel of industry experts. You can also contact us whenever it's convenient, and we'll set up a free consultation on how the Institute can help you better your business, your life, and the industry as a whole. We'll see you guys next week.